Shalom, first and foremost, I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shot there from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. Okay? And what do you say to this madness? Seriously, what do you say? There's nowhere you can turn in this world and not be bombarded by this abominable filth. We're going to let this video play and get some scripture. Not even the animals are safe from this stuff. Now they forcing it on the animals. I mean, what does the scripture tell us? Isaiah 24:4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Okay, this earth is fading away because it's saturated in wickedness. It's saturated in sin. Okay, and as we all know, the scripture clearly tells us in Romans 6:23, for the wages of sin is death. And there's no greater ideology that pushes gross death than the transformer lifestyle, because that whole person's life is completely contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. The person's whole life. Because it kills the person, it kills the mind, it kills the body, it kills the spirit. You got people who are biologically born one way trying to be the opposite sex. They live a life that's not fulfilled. And the body gets destroyed because that lifestyle entertains sexual practices that are not hygienically healthy. Not only that, it completely disrupts man's ability to procreate, because the scripture tells us that we have to be fruitful and multiply. But the thing is, Genesis 9:1, it says, "And the Most High blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them," because as you all know, at this time, there's only 8 people on the earth: Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. So the Most High said to Noah and his sons, "Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth." But you can't do that with this type of lifestyle. It has completely destroyed the earth. As the scripture said, it has destroyed this earth with a sore destruction. And as I said before, unfortunately, wherever you go, it's being put in your face. Like I said, not even the animals are safe from this. I even saw a video earlier today. It was on TikTok. Okay, it was with it was most likely Southern Kingdom. But it was a Jake father and his son. And the father told his son, he's probably in grammar school. The father told his son, "Hey, explain to the world what they're doing at your school right now." The son explained that at his school, the people there are secretly and discreetly trying to put young men in clothing that pertains to women without the parents knowing. Think about that. And there's not a day where you can't go by and not get bombarded with it, from general people's conversation to 2 men, 2 women holding hands, seeing it on a billboard, on a flyer, on a bus, on a bench, in the music, in the movies, in the videos, in the radio shows. It's just everywhere. And see, this is why the Lord is going to jack this place up. The Lord has to come back and jack this place up. All right, because as the scripture says, if this type of mentality gets promoted at the rate it's getting promoted, and only becoming more efficient at it, being able to be damn near everywhere at one time, as the scripture says, that there will be no flesh to be saved. Mark 13:20, except that Yahweh has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he have chosen, he have shortened the days. Because the Lord has to get rid of this freak show called America. And he promised he'd do it, because he said, I think it's in Jude, Jude 1:7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, which we all know what that is, are set forth an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. I think there's another one that talks about this as well, but I can't remember how it's worded. But it says Sodom and Gomorrah was an example that for those who choose to live ungodly. I'm not sure if it's worded that way, but that's the message. Saying the same thing, that any place that chose or chooses to be like Sodom and Gomorrah, it will be destroyed. And the Lord promises that's going to happen. And that's exactly what's going to happen to America. The vengeance of eternal fire. All these bundles of sticks are going to have a front row ticket to the missile show. Because it's the only way to clear this filth out. Because what else is going to be next? It's going to try to make the trees transformers, make the air transformer, transformer water. I mean, who's to say what this devil is going to put his mind to? Remember, the scripture says he accomplishes a diligent search. So if the Lord don't come back, it ain't no telling how far this devil is going to be pumping this mentality. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say on this. I hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say shalom.